Hello there, welcome to episode 13 of the Mallet Podcast. And Christmas Day, this will go out, so Merry Christmas to one and all of you. It's going to be a short and sweet video today because I know you're not going to want to watch this while you're stuffing your faces with turkey and cranberry sauce and Brussels sprouts and opening presents and spending some well-earned time with your loved ones. I'm actually doing this video while I'm driving, but I'm hands-free, I promise. And I'm currently traveling to my mother's to do my Christmas Eve visit that I do every year, and then I'll be going to see my youngest daughter dressed as good old Saint Nick later on today as well. So and hopefully going to see my sister in that time as well. So welcome, and thank you all for your lovely feedback on the negativity video. I didn't expect the reaction it got. Like I've said to you before, I don't do these videos for views. I don't look at views. I don't look at people that's watched them. I really don't. I do them to get the stuff out of my head. And if it helps somebody on the way, then brilliant. It helps me, and if I can help somebody else along the way, then it's a plus. It's a win-win, isn't it? So for me today, I want to talk to you about the F word. Yeah, the dreaded F word that everybody hates, and it's not what you think. It's not a swear word. It's fear. The amount of people, and if you scroll down back about 3 years ago in my videos on the channel, you'll see that I did a bit of a bite-sized coaching on fear. But I just want to re-look at it because, Christmas Day, we're coming up to New Year's Eve, the day, New Year's resolutions, all that sort of stuff. I want to talk about the F word of fear, and people get rid of fear. Like, you spend so much time, and this negativity comes into this way, you spend so much time being scared and fearful of making the right decision, making the wrong decision. Should I leave my job? Should I stay in my job? Should I leave my relationship? Should I stay in my relationship? Should I have that extra drink? Should I? And it's all about, we spend so much time then dwelling on it because we're fearful of the outcome. What happens then is we lose time. It makes us negative. It makes us overthink, and we're only on this earth for a short amount of time. And when you take work outside, take away your working life, you only get a small amount of time to enjoy yourselves. And when we're so scared of stuff and fearful of stuff, it puts a downer on everything. I've tried really hard over the last couple of years to do what's right for me. I don't care what people think of me anymore. I'm not here. I don't want 1,000 friends. I don't need people to. People who know me well enough will know and respect what I do and who I am as a person. They won't listen to any rumours or bullshit. They won't want off me what they can't have or they expect. They're with me in this because they respect it like me. And that's the same for you. The people in your life should make your life more, they should complement your life. They shouldn't make my life more complicated. And that big word, that fear word, have a think about it right now. If you can right now, write down on a bit of paper 5 things you're fearful for. 5 things you're scared of making a decision of. And these things are for you. I'm not asking you to share them. You have to share them with everybody. Because some of you might be out there going, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, but I'm scared to be on my own. Or I don't want to be in this job no more. It's shit. I hate it. But I'm afraid, what if I don't get another job? What if I can't find this? What if I can't afford the money? But then you're doing something you absolutely detest, which means you're not living your life to the best potential. You're not doing anything. You are literally just plodding. We won't promise you. Look, whether you're religious or not religious, and I'm going to do a video about religion probably 2 weeks' time, you were not put on this earth, whereas by God, your parents, the Michelin Man, whatever you believe, right? You were not put on this earth to live in fear and play it safe. That's bullshit. Be you. Enjoy being you. Do what you need to do. Don't be fearful of people's reactions. Don't be fearful of people may not like what you've done or said. Who gives a flying fudge? I'm trying not to swear, I'm trying to be good. Not fearful, just I understand that some kids watch this, so who cares? Who cares if you don't want to go to college or university, or whether you hate the fact that, who cares? The only person that matters is you. Do you know what I mean? And this is where negativity comes. These people in your life that you're fearful of the decision you're going to make is going to affect them. And I'm not saying make a decision that's going to hurt people. That's not what I'm saying. Obviously, we take people's feelings and stuff in consideration, but ultimately, the only person that matters is you. The only person that matters in all of your life is you. If you have kids, you have a responsibility. If you're in a relationship, you have a responsibility. But your responsibility is not solely their happiness and their life is not solely dependent on you. Your happiness and your life is solely dependent on you. And when you are scared, when you have that big F in your head, how many of you out there are in jobs that you've been in and you absolutely hate them? You absolutely detest them. You're like, well, I need the money. Go and find something you love to do. I don't do anything right now. Anything. Nothing I do, projects, business, job, nothing I do is not something I enjoy doing. Might stress me out, might get on my nerves, might want to quit sometimes because it's that stressful, but I enjoy what I do. As soon as it starts becoming fun and I stop enjoying, as soon as I do not want to get out of bed and go to work, whatever it is, whichever work it is, that's when I decide the change is needed. And that's why sometimes I'll do something for 2 or 3 years. I'm like, next. The one job though, I found out last night, because I had a bit of a session this weekend with some old friends of mine. The one job I do miss, and I'm regretful in quitting, is working the doors. Now yes, security companies, all that stuff, yeah. But actually being on the door, bantering with bent customers, having a laugh and a joke, that really misses. And I probably give that up for the wrong reasons. And some of the right reasons, of course. But I'm probably going to go back to it because I'm fearful if I don't go back to it, I'm going to regret it. And you're only at this age, I'm getting older and older every year, as we all are. See what I did there? So I don't want to regret not doing what I love. And I'm not being fearful of anything anymore, and I don't think you should either. I think 2024 needs to be the year of you. And that's what we need to call it, the year of me, or the year of you. You know what I mean? And your goals, no resolutions. Resolutions are bullshit. Nobody sticks to them. Very low, I'm going to give up this. I'm going to fucking exercise every day. I'm going to join the gym. Yeah, of course we are. We all say it every year. Do you know what I mean? What's your goals? If your goal is to lose weight, why? And what's the fear that's holding you back doing that? And your goal shouldn't be to join a gym. Your goal should always be to lose weight. Whether that's through the gym, through walking, through diet, whatever it is, your goal should be about you, not about what you do. If you are sat in a job right now and you absolutely detest it, the little things, have you updated your CV? Have you applied for a few things? Have you contacted recruitment agents? Have you even spoke to the person you work for and gone, I'm not happy? They might even give you something else to do. If you're sat in a relationship right now and you're stale and you're like, I don't know what to do with this, and don't get me wrong, some fearful things that you might be scared that you'll upset your children. You might be not in a relationship and scared to get into another relationship because you're scared that and fear sometimes is a good thing because you might be scared, I don't know if that's going to work, and then you just take a different path, take your time, that sort of thing, right? But my question to you guys out there is, what is the fear that's holding you back? And 9 times out of 10, it's just you. You are fearful of making a mistake. But you know what? No one makes the mistakes. They take lessons from it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not a mistake, it's a lesson. If you see it as a mistake, that's a negative. You put a negative on it. It's not a mistake, it's a lesson. And we just don't repeat the same lessons until, again, and then we try a different lesson. And what we do with that lesson is we then see if that works. And if that works, that's a positive. But what we tend to do as human beings and people is we'll go, really scared to do that, what if it goes wrong? Okay, but what if it goes bloody right? What if you use that fear and you go for it and it goes right? Perfect example, right? Yes, 23rd. Joshua won the fight, well done, right? But he was not great. He was okay. He was against an opponent he probably should have beaten in 3-4 rounds. If he's the Joshua they think he is. But you know why he was so cautious and a bit, because he was scared of being knocked out. Now, what he should have done, and I'm not an expert in boxing because I've done a couple of fights, but I'm not an expert. But what he should have done, and what his trainer should have done, is use that fear, go out, head up, keep your fucking guard up, and box this guy, and then catch him. But he didn't. He boxed him from a distance. Yes, I know Wallen didn't come out in the end, but then but that's a mental health issue with him as well. He gets, and I'm not a fan of him as a boxer. I don't think he's the greatest, right? But this country built him up so much to this god, and as soon as he made a mistake, they ripped him apart, and they haven't let him forget it. He doesn't help himself sometimes with the way he speaks and his attitude and how grunty he is, but he's probably pissed off at whatever he says getting turned away, and he's fearful that whatever he does or says, they will use it against him. That's where, you know, that's where people sometimes will hone in on your fear. Yeah, I just want to talk about that today. Just grab 2024, grab hold of that fear, right? And use it as a fucking lightning bolt to get yourself going. Stop being hung up on everybody else. Be about you. Be you, man. Do you know what I mean? 2024 for this podcast, I was really, you know, we had a bit of a dip up and down, and I was fearful that people were going to go, what the fuck does this guy know? Why is this guy giving me advice? I'm not giving you advice, I'm just talking what's in my head, right? Why am I listening to this guy? What's this guy doing? Why, you know, I'm not an expert in anything, right? I've done qualifications and shit, but that doesn't mean anything, right? I just try and think about what's in my head, what I've picked up throughout the week, and I try and talk about it, because it gets it out of my head. It's better for me than journaling, and some people pick up and listen to it, okay? What I am going to do on this podcast is I'm going to bring some guests on. So I've got a very experienced project manager that's going to come on and talk about how he gave everything up to start his work in project management, even though he didn't know whether it was going to work. Now that's balls and fear. I've got a couple of sports people coming on. I just can't announce who they are yet. I've got two mental health charities coming on as well. I've got my daughter's going to come on and talk about her experience when she was in the Welsh Gymnastics, and how she felt every day and the pressure on them, and she was in it from 5 onwards. Obviously we sent my son on, so a lot coming up in 2024 for this podcast. And then I'm gonna do like a spin-off one where I'm just gonna let loose. I'm gonna talk about stuff, and you know, it's gonna be called the Secrets of the Trade or something like that. I haven't decided yet. I'm trying to work out the name. But I'm going to talk about my experiences in some of the companies I've worked in the past. Some great, some not so great. Some great cultures and leaders, some not so great cultures and leaders. And I'm just going to talk about how it made me feel in it, and I'm going to talk about whether those businesses succeeded or not and how I thought they succeeded. Might do it as part of the Man Up podcast, or might do it as a spin-off, but we'll see, because the thing is, sorry, thinks I'm too close to the car in front, but I'm not. I'm sat at a traffic light. But we just want to make sure that we are doing what we need to do, really. That's the key thing for me. But look, have a great Christmas with your friends and family. Have an even better New Year. Yeah, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and be nice and kind to each other. And take that F word and use it as a flipping bow and arrow. Have a great Christmas, guys. Bye-bye.